Hey, so today I am going to talk about getting more traffic to your blog posts by using social media strategically. So we all know that the internet is crowded and there's a ton of websites and new blog posts and everything's being published all the time and there's so much noise. So your website, your blog, which is part of your website, is one little tiny piece of the internet. And what you want is you want your ideal clients and ideal readers and audience to find it. So there's a few different ways you can do that. Of course, there's always paid advertising. I'm not going to be talking about paid advertising here. But when it comes to unpaid organic traffic, there's really two main ways you can get traffic to your blog posts, which then is to your website. So one way, which is my personal favorite, is to SEO optimize for keywords based on research and rank high in the Google search engine results page. And that's what I like to do. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I'm going to talk about today is this end, which is using social media strategically to get traffic to your blog posts. Now, some people have said that, and they're far more expert than I am, that you should be promoting your blog posts at least as much, if not more, than the effort you put into creating them. Now, as a professional, especially if you're a health and wellness professional, I would suspect that you want to use your blog to show people that you're an expert, that you're credible, and that you're putting an effort into putting out good quality content on your blog. It doesn't matter if it's video or audio or infographics, whatever, in order to attract your ideal clients. So if you're putting effort into creating something and putting it out on the internet, people aren't just going to find it. So I'm going to show you what I use to get more traffic to my blog using social media strategically. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm literally going to show you how to do it. So as you can see, this is a program that I use. It's called Missinglettr, and I'm going to give you a really quick tutorial on how to use it. So I have literally just published this gift giving guide for entrepreneurs, and I want it to go out there. So the effort I put into it, I want to at least put into promoting it. So when I'm creating a social media campaign for a blog post using Missinglettr, I create it, especially for evergreen content. I create unique social media posts for Facebook and Twitter, and Pinterest is coming soon, for each blog post to go out on all of my social networks, my Facebook and my Twitter, and soon Pinterest, for a year, a whole year. And this is especially important for evergreen content. So if what you're creating and writing right now is going to be just as relevant in a year from now, or longer, it's evergreen content and you need to be promoting it regularly. Now, this is an exception, which is going to make for a quicker video, because this is a holiday gift guide. So I'm only going to put it out there a few times over the next few weeks. I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. So this is my Missinglettr behind the scenes. And this is the blog post that I literally just published December 7th. Here's the link to it. And you can see that it is waiting my approval. So what I'm going to do is, I just got an email saying that my social media campaign is ready. So it should update. And now, there you go. Now it's ready for review. It just takes a few minutes. So Missinglettr hooks up to your blog. So when you publish a new post, it automatically feeds it into Missinglettr. And then what I love about this program is it pulls out excerpts and images and quotes for you to use in your social media. So it almost helps pre-create your social media posts for you based on your blog. So you're not writing everything from scratch, and you're able to have unique posts going out throughout the year. So now you can see that it's in a review, and now I'm going to review the campaign. Of course, with any software, with any done-for-you products and programs, you're always going to want to customize, review it, and edit it a bit to make it yours. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Did I not click it? It's just taking a second. And what my strategy for this is I put out 9 posts over the course of a year. So these go out on days 0, so the day I publish or the day after I publish. Then again on day 3 and day 7. So I send out a blog post 3 times on my personal or my professional Facebook page and Twitter, 3 times in the first week, then again a week later. So 4 times in the first 2 weeks, then again 2 weeks later. So it's literally 5 times in the first month. After that, it's on day 90, so 2 months later, and then every 3 months after that. So the whole schedule, and you can take a quick note, is for 9 posts throughout the year. They go out on day 0, 3, 7, 14, and 30. And the last few are day 90, 180, 270, and 365. And this helps keep your post out there. It'll be new social media posts. It'll be a different quote, maybe a different image, maybe a different quote bubble, which I'll show you in the program. But you want to keep sending your stuff out there because you know that almost nobody is going to see your original posts the first time you post them. I don't know what the organic reach is on some of these social networks, but I'm sure it's pretty bad. Okay, so the first cool thing about the missing letter is the hashtags. You see, we have 3 levels that we're going to go through. So with these hashtags, it literally goes through my blog post, pulls out hashtags, and then asks me to choose 1, 2, or 3 that make sense. And it even shows me how popular these hashtags are, which is kind of cool. So nobody's going to be looking for Lisa's thoughts, even though that's just kind of my blog category where I put a couple of things. It's not strategic. This is more of a personal one category. Email templates doesn't really resonate. So Christmas, yes. Freelancing, yes, there's some freelancing. Google, I'm not going to do Google. Social media, let's see. It's taking a second to do these. Of course, you can delete them all. You can add your own. It doesn't matter. Just choose between 1 and 3. So I'll get rid of email templates. I'm going to keep affiliate because I do have affiliate links in the post. And social media, freelancing, Christmas, and affiliate. Why don't I get rid of, I have stuff for freelancing and for social media. Why don't I get rid of both of them then? You know what I'm going to add? I'm going to add gift giving guide because that is part of my URL and that is one of the one of the keywords that I was looking for. So I'm going to do gift giving guide. And pro tip, when you're doing hashtags, the new trend for easier understanding is to capitalize the first letter of each word in a hashtag. So it's not all small anymore. It makes it a lot easier for people to understand. All right, so these are my 3 hashtags that I'm going to choose, and then I'll go next. And it will generate 9 Facebook and Twitter posts for me. This is what I love. Now, because, as I mentioned, this is one of the few blog posts I write a year that's not evergreen. This is only good for a few weeks. I'm not going to do all 9. But what we will start with is, as I said, this will create a campaign that will be drip fed to your profiles over the next 365 days. I'll show you how to alter that. And it has pulled 227 text suggestions for me from the blog post, which is what I love about this software. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm only usually doing 9, but today I'm only going to schedule 4, I'm going to choose my favorite 4, and that way I'm not going to be scrolling through all 200 as I'm creating the individual posts. So I am going to look at when you're planning for the latest version of this calendar. This is pretty interesting. I'll throw that over here. If you keep sharing your great content, more people will see it. That is exactly what I'm talking about. You need to keep sharing your great content. I'm not just doing it for the commission. I'm not a social media guru. Now's your chance to make 2019 your best year yet because, oh my gosh, there's so much great stuff in this blog post. I'm My favorite Christmas songs. You can see this 10. I numbered all of my items from 1 to 10 or more. I don't even remember. SEO, do you have social media? I'm literally, like, I've not even seen this yet, but I use this software every week. Do you have a social media schedule without a steep monthly fee? Done for you. Keywords. Programs. Some of the things that I've promoted. Oh, here we go. I've embedded one of my favorite Christmas songs because you kind of want your social to be a little intriguing so people will want to click on it. Do you know how easy it would be to get on that coveted first page of Google? Which is my favorite way. More than social media, but that's just me. Check out my affiliate program. Watch one of my favorite Christmas songs. Courses, January, Green Christmas, affiliate, Missinglettr, Health Wellness. All right, so how many do I have? Because I only need 4. At the very bottom, I've embedded one of Christmas songs. Watch one of my favorite Christmas songs. So when you're planning your contest, refer to the latest version of this calendar. If you want to keep sharing great content where people will see it, now's your, okay, so I'm going to remove this one. These are going to be the 4 I'm going to go with, all right? So you just need to choose. And if this was evergreen, I would choose at least 9. So then I'm going to close this down, and I am going to next. All right, so, right. I am going to need this. Oh, I'm not, sorry, not next. I'm reviewing the content now. Okay, so as you can see here, this is every one of these boxes is one of the social media posts, and it has the Facebook and the Twitter for day 0. And here it has the Facebook and the Twitter for day 3. So you can see how simple it is to do this. So what I'm first going to do is after day 14, I'm just going to remove the rest of them because this holiday gift guide is not going to be relevant on day 270 or day 365 or day 180 or day 90, all right? So I just removed 5, but I normally would go through all of them. Okay, so let's go through and literally create these posts right now. So I usually start with Twitter, and it's check out the new article. And if you here, I'll make this bigger. Here is how you scroll through all of those bits of content that we created. At the very bottom, I've embedded one of my favorite Christmas songs. Watch one of my favorite Christmas songs. When you're planning your blog, refer to the latest version of the calendar. Now's your chance to dive in. All right, so gift giving guide for entrepreneurs. Now, because this is here, I'm not going to use that. And then there's my hashtags. See how this is all done for you. Okay, so just published a new article, gift giving guide for entrepreneurs. Check out the new article. I'm going to say, watch one of my favorite Christmas songs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to right click copy because I'm going to do the exact same thing for Facebook. So I click on Facebook, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to paste it. Now you can see that Missinglettr created a shortened version. And of course for Facebook, you can remove the hashtags because you don't really use hashtags very much on Facebook. And you can write this. Look, I have 1,000 more characters. So you can continue to write things and customize it however you want to make the post unique. And at this point, for this one, I will hit save, and I will move on to number 2. So number 2 is going to go out on day 3, and this time I like using a quote bubble. So I use a bubble instead of an image because this just went out a couple of days ago, 3 days. It's going to have gone out 3 days before. And I'm going to say, it's a little bit long. Now's your chance to dive into make 2019 your best year yet. Awesome. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to choose my content. And I'm going to say, at this point, because it doesn't actually tell you what you're going to find there, I'm going to say, this is hot off the press, gift giving guide for entrepreneurs. And here's my hashtags. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, go to Facebook, and make sure it's the same image. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to hit save. And you see how the Facebook turns green here? Because Facebook requires you to manually do this. It won't let Missinglettr automatically do it for you. But it does, all you have to do is copy and paste it. Okay, so Twitter. So this is going out a week later. So for Twitter, I have this image, so I'm not going to use the exact same thing here as what's on the image. What I'll do is I will go to, when you're planning your blog, podcast content, or for the latest version of this calendar, see if there's awareness dates in your niche or that inspired you to create content on that topic. And I will copy it, and I will go to Facebook, and I will go here, and I will paste, and I will save it. See how easy it is? Now I have a Twitter and a Facebook for day 7. And then, of course, you can mix them up. You don't even have to use the same thing on Twitter and Facebook. For me, it's just, why not? Because it's not exactly going to be the same people. So here we go. So this is my 4th one. This is the last one I'm going to do for this example, but I would normally go down and do all 9. So use a quote bubble, and I can scroll through the images. But in this particular one, it only found 1 image because I didn't really put many images in there. I actually embedded some videos instead. So we have, including this video. Let's see. And then you can scroll through your quote bubbles, which you can see are the same quotes that we've chosen in the last tab. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do an image, and for this one, I want to say that now's your chance to dive into make 2019 your best year yet. Your best, I'm going to say well, it says here for entrepreneurs, so that's good. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go on Facebook. Now, of course, this is not your entire social media strategy. This is just your blog post promotion part of your social media strategy. Your entire social media strategy is going to include, groups and participating in groups, maybe even being the owner or admin of a group. It's going to involve interacting with people and being helpful and all of these things. This is not an entire social media strategy. Throwing out your blog posts is not a social media strategy. It is one part of an overall social media strategy. All right, so this is going to go out 14 days from, oopsie, I didn't press paste. Okay, so here, and we'll save it, and then this will go green. So now you can see I've literally just created 8 social media posts. So we have Twitter and Facebook that I'm going to publish on Sunday. Twitter and Facebook, which is going to go out 3 days later, so it's going to go on a Wednesday. And then this will go out the following Sunday, and this will go out the following Sunday. And then that's it for now. So the last thing is we go next. And after this, I'll show you my calendar. So you'll see all of these social media posts that have been scheduled in my calendar. So I'm not starting this tomorrow. I am going to start this on the 9th. And I could always have put a stop date in there, but instead I just canceled those posts. So here we go. We're ready to go. Your campaign is made up of 4 pieces of social content sent out over the next 365 days, but since I canceled, it's only going to be over the next 14 days. I'm going to activate it, and I'm done. I am done. So you can see that I use this all the time. I literally have 47 blog posts where they've been scheduled somewhere over the course of a year. 27 of them are already either over a year old or were truncated, such as this one, but most of them I go for a full year. I use this all the time. Actually, why don't I show you my calendar? I'll show you a quick version of my calendar so you can see what it looks like. As again, this is one part of my social media campaign, of my social media strategy. Here is my December calendar. So you can see I have a bunch of posts. Wait a second. Here we go. See, this is lots. I prefer the list. You can see I have stuff scattered throughout. right? And it's all different blog posts. It's not just ones that I just published. So the green ones means these were successfully posted, because some of them may not be successful. For example, Twitter just changed their rules that you can't have the duplicate post going out more than twice, like once and then a retweet. So any posts that you scheduled before that were duplicates, like if you did the same content in all of those 9 bars, all of those 9 posts, it's going to not put it through, so you don't get a Twitter penalty. But you can see here, these went through here. And then I have, for example, tomorrow, this is what's going out on the 8th. I have my Vitamania review for that video, that documentary, which was really good. By the way, it was one of the only like science-based documentaries that are health documentaries that is legit. Here's another, my gift giving guide. This was my gift giving guide, not for entrepreneurs. And you can see these 2 are going out. And then how to research supplements was another one. And you can see as you go down. Now, the new ones haven't shown up in here yet because it's still spooling them, but they will be in here quickly. So that is how I use social media to get people to my blog and traffic to my blog by having good content, and that is important to have good content promotion strategy. So I hope this helped. Check out the links below, and thank you so much. If you have any questions, of course, like throw them down in the comments and I'll be happy to reply. All right then, talk to you later.